What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at my second house, Lowe's in Kingsville. Just spilled my drink on me. I get nervous when I'm on camera, guys. Anyways, I was talking to the cashier. I talk to everybody when I'm in town. All the cashiers always have some kind of conversation with them. They could be having a crappy day and, I don't know, just say something nice to them, crack a joke with them, and leave them with a smile. And that's exactly what I did with this lady. She, I don't know, she's probably in her 20s, a lot younger than me. And I was buying some shark bites because we're going to be doing the plumbing for the water. If you didn't know what that was, with the PEX pipe, it's the connections that hold your piping together when you're doing PEX pipe. And it's expensive doing it that way. It's easier to hook it on. It just clamps right in. You don't have to do all the gluing and stuff like your PVC and stuff, but it is pricey doing that. And I rung everything up and it was like 80 bucks. I told the lady, I said, dang, I said, I'm not used to ever coming out of Lowe's under $100. And I said, it's pretty bad that you get excited that it's not $100. And she was laughing. She's like, yeah, I always do high expectations, so I'm never disappointed. I said, that's a good way to do it. So every day I go to Lowe's, I'm going to expect to spend $500. Most of the time I do. That's just how much everything is. All right. Anyways, we have more babies. A lot of stuff going on. I know I haven't put out a lot of videos, but we've been moving around a lot, doing a lot of stuff around the property. And Peaches, the goat, gave birth to twins. So now we have two sets of twins. Y'all saw the other set, the two black babies. You saw them on video the last time. And then there's two tri-colored girls that I put on my community tab. So I'll show them on the next video as well. They're at that stage now. They're a few days old where they got their legs under them. They're starting to bounce around. So it's always fun sitting out in the goat pen when there's a bunch of babies, and all the moms are on high alert out there. If the other babies come up to them, they kind of nudge them away. They won't hit them hard, but they kind of like nudge them away, like, hey, you're not mine, get back. So anyways, let me focus on this little section here. I always got to look back. I'm trying to merge into the highway, and there's some 18-wheelers coming up here. Give me 1 second. Safety third, people, safety third. All right. Speed limit's 45 through here because it's construction. You're probably going to see these 18-wheelers fly past me. I'm going 46. Anyways, yeah, we have those, and then two more goats ready to pop. So we could potentially have, I don't know, 8 to 10 babies here in the next week or so, or 2 weeks. I'm just counting down the days. I was out in the pen for a while yesterday, just looking around and keeping an eye on the mama, and then we've been bringing them over to my place. Giving the pond a little bit of time to grow back. They ate it down pretty good, and we had a lot of rain come through, so we're letting all that stuff grow back. And as y'all know, in my yard, it looks like a freaking golf course out there. I am kind of kicking myself. It's with all that the ryegrass I put out there, it looks nice out there, nice and green. It's just you have to mow that stuff all the freaking time. Like, it grows so fast. I told Dad, I said, I'm kind of hoping that if it does come back next year, it doesn't come back very thick. It is winter ryegrass. I do live in South Texas. The odds of it coming back is probably not very high. It'll probably burn off during summertime, and then all my Texas Bermuda will start growing back in that I planted. So with that being said, I did mow yesterday or the day before in my yard. I didn't weed eat. With all the lines that we have dug out for all the water lines and stuff, it made it a little difficult getting in and out of everything, and there were some spots I couldn't mow. So I told Dad, with it being end of January, there's not any leaves on anything. All my citrus trees and fruit trees lost all their leaves, which what they do. I said, let's go ahead and put the goats in there. There's nothing they can really mess up on my property as far as my plants go right now, and they can help me eat down all the grass. So we put them over there the last 2 days, and at the end of the day, they all come back looking like they have eaten Thanksgiving. All their stomachs are just bloated, and I mean, that's a perfect scenario for those goats, just to more than enough grass for them to eat. And then, like I said, it'll help allow the grass and stuff to grow back around the pond. And Dad's been digging out there around the west side of the island as well, trying to get that a little bit deeper. Every time it rains, we go out there a little bit after and try to scoop it up, because you're digging in a lot of clay and stuff, and it's hard to do unless the ground is semi-wet. So Dad went in there and got a good chunk of it done yesterday, and then we're gonna try to work on my west side, outside my fence. He's going in there and cutting like a little bit of a ditch. There is a slope on there, but on the west side of the property it does hold water, and we don't want it to hold water there because we're gonna eventually put in a fence and stuff there. So he went in yesterday and started carving it out, a little ditch line from the roadway all the way around the front of my property and all the way back to the pond, and that should help allow that water to flow a lot better now. And I told him with him digging that out, here in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna plant all those willows that I have 28 of them, I think, growing inside my garden right now in little pots. So once he gets that cut out, I'm gonna go ahead and plant them down inside the little ditch that he's doing. So anytime it rains, the water will go down into the ditch, and it'll help water those trees better. And the more water those willows get, the faster they grow. So eventually the whole west side of my property will have a wall of willows, and then same thing around the pond all the way back to Mom and Dad's. We'll have willows and then salt cedars mixed in. So should have a nice solid wall for the throughout the year. Down here, it's like the trees lose their leaves for about 2 months, and then they're already starting to grow back. So it's not a long time that the trees go dormant down here. So should get a good privacy wall for most of the year, throughout the year. And we understand that the pond's going to feel a lot smaller with the big trees growing up, blocking off other parts of the town that we can see now. But it'd be totally worth it not having to see everything and have more of a private pond area. And I don't know, with the weather we've been getting, it's been right around 40 in the morning, and it gets to about 70 in the afternoon. So by the time I get home, I'm going to lose the beanie and probably this outer shirt. And then it's just, everything is thriving out there right now with this weather. It's perfect weather. We get on and off rain, a lot of sunshine, and yeah, all my plants are thriving, and I couldn't be happier with that. So with that being said, once I get these water lines and stuff finished off, we're going to start building the beams for the front porches. We haven't forgot about the house build. It's just been so wet and muddy on my property. We don't want to get out there and just get covered in mud, moving shit around. And we just said we'll just take a week off, let everything dry out or so, and then we'll get back to the build. There are other things to do besides just building the house. So like I said, the water line should be hooked up sometime this week. I think the water department's going to come back out and put that last piece on, that we can connect up to it and then officially have water. And then they're going to come back out, and I'm assuming it's going to be this week to start digging out where the septic and stuff's going to go. I already have the trench up to it. They just need to dig down and get all the connections set up, and then we'll be ready to go. And then I'll have my finally have my water and sewer hooked up. I have my electric hooked up. Next thing I know is to finish out the house and get all that stuff hooked up to the house, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So anyways, that's what we've been getting into. More babies to come, guys. Everybody loves little baby goats. If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to reevaluate your life, because even I like baby goats. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for a lot of stuff coming up. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.